Hey everybody, welcome back to the Vinyl channel. I'm the Vinyl Guy Boz. So this is going to be a thread video. Dylan over at the Record Spinner is having a Kiss vinyl tag thread. He has 10 questions that I have right here, and he wants us to dig through our Kiss collection and come up with answers to his questions. So I have my records right here. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it, okay? So his very first question is, the first step of the cure is a Kiss. Show the first Kiss record you ever received or bought. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this up. So what I have here is Kiss Love Gun. All right, now my brother and I both pulled together our allowance money and bought this together. And I was in, I believe, the 7th grade, and he was in the 6th grade. And this is the exact copy that we bought together. One of the very few records that we have that has survived this time. And so you can see it has the Casablanca label on it. And I believe this has an original gun. Let me pull this out here so you can see it. But it has an original gun that came with this. So there you go. And I believe this is the original inner sleeve as well. I think. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But they have this home taping is killing music. So important notice about not recording records on cassettes and giving them to your friends, because it is, according to them, it is illegal. It is illegal. If you didn't know that, it's illegal to take a record and record it onto a cassette and give it to your friend. So it is illegal. So that's what they're telling you here. So make sure that you don't do that, okay? But yeah, this is a very cool piece that I have in my collection. It's one of my most valuable as far as personal to me, because it is something that my brother and I bought together. So I think this might be the only record in my collection that is that way. Okay, so we're going to move on to Dylan's second question here. Germany is really neat. Show a German pressing with the censored logo. So what I have here is Kiss best of solo albums. You can see it does have the censored logo there with the Z looking S's. And what this record is, it's the 4 solo albums that the Kiss members put out around 1978, and it is just a few tracks off of each album, what somebody decided was the best of. So I'm assuming the band did, but it's actually a really good piece of vinyl. I really like it a lot, and there are reissues of this out there, but this here is actually an original pressing from back in the day. I'm not sure exactly when this came out. It's good stuff, so there you go. All right, so moving on to question number 3. You wanted the best, you got the best. Show a compilation, a best of release. So let me see what I have here. This came from the Kiss Online store. This is the Kiss Greatest Hits, or it just says Greatest actually. I don't think it says Hits. Greatest Kiss 26th Anniversary Edition, 2 LP, 180 gram color vinyl with what the hype sticker there says. So it says it's color vinyl, but it kind of looks black to me. I think it's not sure what color it is, but it might be like a black and silver together. But anyways, yeah. So this here is the Greatest Kiss, and this is the compilation album. Okay, so moving on to the 4th question here. You gotta get all you take. Show a bootleg. So I have many gray market bootlegs of Kiss in my collection, but I have only one traditional bootleg. Okay, and that is this one here. I don't have as much information about it as I should have. I think this came out sometime in the early 80s, maybe 1980. There's no date on it, of course. So this is the cover. This is Kiss Paris Rock City. So I'm assuming that this is in Paris. It says here recorded live in Olympia, Paris in 1976, May 22nd, 1976. If you can see that there. But this is the cover. It's a floppy cover. It's not even hard. It's just this paper, this paper cover here. And the record, it doesn't even have anything on the label. It's just a plain white label. So, but this is definitely the record. So this is what a traditional bootleg typically looks like. So some of the songs on this are Deuce, Strutter, Flaming Youth, Hotter Than Hell, Firehouse, Black Diamond, Detroit Rock City, etc. and etc. So very cool traditional bootleg. Okay, so the next question here. She's Got the Magic Touch. Show a Kiss Online exclusive pressing. So what I have here is this came out sometime last year. No, a couple years ago, I think. I think it was 2 years ago. But this here is unmasked, but this here is the exclusive pressing on this white marble, multicolored marble vinyl. It was only available through Kiss Online, that color variant. So there you go. That's the answer to that question. So the next question here. She liked my 7-inch leather heel. Show a 7-inch Kiss record. Okay, and here are all my Kiss 45s. I do have a few, as you can see here. Just go ahead and flip them through them. I'm going to pull one out here and show it to you. That's going to be Talk to Me from Unmasked. And the back side is She Is So European. So that's my 7-inch record. Okay, so the next question here. You're such a jewel in the rough. You want to show me your stuff. Show your most valuable piece of Kiss vinyl. So I believe this is it. So this is a pressing that came out a few years ago. This is a music on vinyl exclusive. They only pressed 2,000 copies of it. It is Kiss Destroyer, but they pressed it on this red and this dark red and black marble vinyl. This is not the Walmart release, which is on a different color pressing, but this is the red and black marble. The music on vinyl, I do believe, is going for about a couple $100 right now. So this is probably the most expensive Kiss record that I have. Okay, so the next question here. Got to get away, don't want to stay. Show a solo album by a Kiss member that isn't from 1978. So what I have here is, let me bring it up. This is from 1980. This is an original 1980 pressing. This is Peter Criss, Out of Control. It's actually a really great album. So this is the answer to that question. Okay, so the next question is, just call me a 3-time loser. Show the most copies variants you have of a Kiss album. I'm not pulling out every single copy I have of this because it would just make a mess out of my room, a mess out of my collection. But I did pull out one copy, and you just saw another copy as well. So I have the most copies of Kiss Destroyer. If you include the Resurrection, even without the Resurrection, I still think I have more copies of Kiss Destroyer than anything else. That makes sense because Kiss Destroyer is my all-time favorite Kiss album. This here is the oldest copy that I have. I bought this I think in the 8th grade, and so it is the same copy that I have from back then. So, but I do have many copies of Kiss Destroyer, including the Kiss Online Anniversary Edition with the outtakes. But this is the one that I grabbed. So there's the answer to that question. And the last question is, drew up my blood and signed it. Show an autograph piece of Kiss vinyl. Well, I hate to tell you all, I do not have any autographed pieces of Kiss vinyl or anything autographed by Kiss. Aww. But I am going to modify this a little bit and make this a question that I'm going to put in here and answer. So instead of that question, the question is going to be show a piece of Kiss memorabilia that is not anything that you play, like a record or CD or anything like that. So what I have here is this right here. So I'm going to show this to you. Hopefully you can see that. So this thing right here is actually a 3D printer printed thing. I got this off eBay. The guy said that it came with some kind of a display. Okay, it did not have these little guys on it. All right, it was just, if you can, hopefully it won't fall apart, but as you can see here, it was just this gray thing. And I figured I could, display it somewhere in my record room. And then a couple years earlier, my wife had bought me these little guys here. What these are pencil toppers. These are Kiss pencil toppers, and I glued them onto this, so it kind of looks like it goes together, doesn't it? I think it looks pretty cool. And right up here on the shelf, this is where this lives, and I think it looks pretty good. Okay, and that's the conclusion to this vinyl tag put out by Dylan over at the Record Spinner. Thank you, Dylan, for the suggestion and for allowing me to show you and everybody, showcase some of the Kiss records in my collection. I want to thank everybody for joining me today, and I'll see you all next time.